Hello! Welcome back to Stranger Things, Stranger Nerds, Stranger whatever the hell's going on. Season 5, Chapter 3, Turnbow Trap. Tommy, I will turn it over to you because I'm just kind of whatever with it at this point, man.
I mean, Brandon, when did you watch this episode? Because it's been over,
A while ago.
so I'm
It's
a
been
little.
over a month since I've watched this.
But I will
We
say
fell very far behind on recording these episodes.
we
So.
have. But I will say I also have tried not to watch episode 4 because I knew that I wanted to watch it closer to recording.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen 4, even though I've had things spoiled for me. Thank you, Wold. But yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. So this one starts off kind of on an odd note where we have Hopper and 11 kind of hanging out outside this massive upside down wall that we don't really know what the hell it is or what's behind it. And they kind of have that heart to heart moment. And we finally have weapons that can defeat 11. That I thought was kind of a cool concept that they threw in here because 11's kind of been, I don't want to say invincible, but she's kind of always been that like juggernaut character where it's like you can always rely on her to take down the big bad. And we finally now have a weapon that can immobilize her. So I thought that was kind of a cool addition into this season where we had the military actually able to take her down through some sort of sonic.
Yeah, I feel like it's been done. I can't think of what it's been done for, but I've seen this specific type of thing done with so many other, like, I feel like Jurassic Park did it with some point at dinosaurs.
Yeah,
and
I don't know what the hell
like,
you call it.
I
Superman
think it's like
or
a
something.
reference. Yeah, it feels like a reference, honestly, by them doing it.
And they refer to it as 11's kryptonite, which I think is fitting. So I guess we'll stick with that terminology. After that, we shift into Hopper just taking down everybody, going full Rambo mode. I feel like he's been waiting for this moment because you get that moment where he gets that smile on his face before he tosses the grenades over the wall. He's just been ready to fuck shit up. So it was a good Hopper moment.
Well, he's kind of always been there, if we're being honest.
Yeah, but I feel like he's been kind of, he's been trying to hold himself back this season, but this was kind of his first, balls to the wall.
Yeah, he's been trying to hold himself back, but
especially for 11.
It's taking some work.
He was like, all right, this is my time to shine.
He just kind of always wants to beat some ass.
Balls in my court. Time to take over.
I did like, and I'm going to do something here that I did not think that I would do. And I think a lot of it has to do with dialogue. I do think that the final 2 episodes of Season 5, Episode 1, or rather Volume 1, those first 4 episodes, I think that they are the strongest of Noah Schnapp's acting. And I think, and I do think that the scene where he kind of sits Joyce down and was like, look, your shit-ass plan wasn't going to work. This was stupid. You should listen to us. I actually was like, all right, hey, this kid, I don't know if he can act his way out of a wet paper bag, but if it was a dry paper bag, I bet he could find his way out.
And I think that this goes hand in hand with what the Duffer Brothers have always done well with the show, and that's with putting characters together and just making magic happen with.
Yeah, the pairings are good.
And this is the first time where we've had Will and Robin kind of team up and actually actually have dialogue with each other. And you definitely get Robin getting Will out of his shell, which we continue to see throughout this season. And yeah, you get a moment where Will finally has confidence, and I don't know if it's the hairdo because Will makes that joke of like it might be the hair, but I don't know. I think he's definitely got a better acting experience in this season. He's definitely sounding better. He has more confidence. I don't know if that's just Noah Schnapp or Noah Schnapp's just learning how to act. I don't know.
Or hear me out. He's
learning how to
learning. He's learning that the bread is about to run out very quickly, and he needs to
There you go.
put some acting.
I need
stuff
to
on tape,
that's exactly it. It's oh shit, I'm a pending free agent and I need to put some good film out there for any teams looking to sign me, and I've been ass. So I need to give the lasting impact of some good tape, and well, we'll see if that happens, but I think that for this episode he was really strong. However, I don't like sidelined Winona Ryder has become. And it's not as big of a problem here. I think that there's so many characters, and I think that at the beginning of Stranger Things, Winona Ryder's value in this series was significantly higher.
Yeah.
She was the star of the show, and she definitely isn't now.
I'm gonna put this in terms that are like
It's like a
I can
fastball
pass
thrown by a Japanese player.
No, this is not a baseball
No,
reference.
I wish. No, but no, it's not. It's actually a basketball reference. Winona Ryder is not sidelined, but she has like 2 fouls on her going into the like late in the first half. We're trying to put her on the bench just a little bit, so she doesn't pick up that 3rd foul and get in foul trouble. You know, this is like college basketball where for 5 fouls and you're out. You're trying to protect her from that 3rd foul. I think she's going to be used more as the series goes on, but that's someone who hasn't seen episode 4, who hasn't seen the rest of the episodes, who's predicting that we're going to have a Winona breakout in the second half at some point. But right now she's being cautionally put on the bench
So
to
in
like
terms of
protect
character
her from the 3rd
development,
foul is what I think.
I think
Trying to let some other
we're getting
people
less
shine
of Joyce this season. We're getting less assertive Joyce because we're finally at a point where the kids are maturing. They're not little kids anymore.
Her son literally tells her, "Shut up."
She always had a bigger role because she was always the
Literally
one looking out for Will, looking out for the kids, trying to make sure the kids were safe. We're now past that point where the kids aren't being safe anymore. Like they're working on dangerous stuff.
Also, how can
Exactly.
you be safe
So
in
her
a
role
town
as like that protective mother who's
this?
constantly involved is kind of completely disappearing under her feet. And Will kind of calls her out on it. Like, you know, this is past the time to be safe. It's time to take risks. Like we can't play safe anymore. So her whole role is kind of getting washed around a little bit. And I think she's trying to figure out what she's supposed to be doing now, which is why we're getting less of the old assertive Joyce and more of a I'm just going to be here more for emotional support for Will. But I appreciate her dialogue with Robin though, where she's like, "Is this funny to you?" And Robin's like, "Sorry, like I've been, my mother tells me I sound tone deaf or something." I forget what she says exactly, but
just basically says, "I have no feel. I have no feel for this." Sorry.
Out of that, we kind of get Will's point of view from what they learned and how basically he's able to tap into Vecna's brain.
The crazy stuff.
Yeah, he's pretty much playing Harry Potter from Order of the Phoenix, where he's able to see what Voldemort's doing. So he's able to see Vecna.
Man, you're just calling the Russo brothers out.
The Russo brothers.
Sorry, yeah.
Duffer Brothers.
I don't know why I said Russo.
I've done that before. It's the exact same concept.
But we can call it the Russo brothers too, because they also steal stuff. So what are we doing here?
I prefer the term influenced.
Yeah, that's fair.
Other things.
I prefer the term intellectual theft. No.
But I kind of see what you're talking about when if we were to rewatch Harry Potter or the Phoenix, we'd be like, oh, like this is very,
because we have the whole scene where Harry has the dream of him as the snake basically attacking Mr. Weasley. In this, we have the basically Vecna inside Derek's head on the playground. So it's kind of the same concept of he's seeing from a point of view, just not realizing what point of view he's seeing from.
Also,
and then he puts it together that it's Mr. What's-It, Henry, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And we get our kind of main introduction to our next new character who might be a new favorite of mine from this season, and that's Derek Turnbow.
Oh, Derek.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He's definitely my favorite for the first half.
Your
of this
favorite.
Season.
The energy he brings to this.
That's what I said, Brandon.
unmatched.
I mean, the energy is. I
Like
mean, it's peak.
he's for me,
He's
like
bringing it.
he's like season 1 Dustin with more anger.
True. Can we get Vecna on a watch list?
Vecna's been on a watch list, dude. What do you mean?
My favorite scene is just
Vecna's been on Diddy Watch.
it's just Henry standing in the corner of the room looking super creepy at Derek, and Derek just turns around and gives that creepy smile.
Right.
I'm like, dude, can you make yourself look less like a pedophile just standing in the corner of the room?
I mean, again, I would not be shocked if like we open the files and Vecna's there.
Exactly.
But look,
Vecna's on the plane.
creepy, like acting job, creepy.
Oh, he does
storyline, creepy plot.
He's good.
Yeah, I mean, but I
think I liked
I'll
him
back
a
you
little
guys
bit
up.
more in the last season when he's like in the facility with 11.
Yeah, no, that's peak. That's peak like Henry and Vecna. But I will say, I'll back you guys up. I think Derek is like my second or third favorite character from the season so far. Derek does bring the energy.
He's like a live action Cartman.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't mind the reference. I get it.
Like,
He's also a shitty person, but yeah, but that's basically Cartman. So
you'll be excited for his developments in episode 4.
Oh, okay. Oh, does he like?
He takes
really
on
put it together. Yeah,
much
he really
better
puts
way,
it.
and I love it.
Okay. Fair enough.
But on from Derek, we move into Holly's storyline for the episode because Holly is becoming a big role in this season, which we all really didn't expect. But hey, that's what we're going with.
It just seems weird to me to sideline a character for not even sideline. The character's just not there because they're young, and then you're like, time to bring this character.
Well, also, I gotta. Did you recognize who that was?
Who,
Did you recognize the actress that played Holly?
Was I supposed to? I haven't looked.
Yes,
it up.
We saw her very recently.
Okay, I'll look it up
I'm going to tell you.
Go ahead.
She's the actress that was the youngest child in Evil Dead Rise.
Was she really?
Yeah, she was the one that survived.
I did not recognize her at all.
Neither did I. I thought she looked familiar, and then I saw it, and I'm like, that makes sense.
Why would you? She's like not a part of Stranger Things for like 4 seasons.
No, but when you're watching this.
Oh, like, yeah, when you're watching this.
Yeah, just when you're watching this. And also, I just gotta say this because I'm way too online, and I really need to stop that shit, especially on days like today. But y'all need to be better. Not you two.
No.
I got that. You two are fine. You two are fine. I'm talking about just like the internet.
Spoilers?
No, people have been sexualizing this young girl, and it's disgusting. She's like 12. It's gross. Stop that shit.
Well,
and also I think she's
on a watch list.
Yeah, exactly. I also think she's really good in this, and I don't think she always has the best material to work with. Yep. You're looking at you, Drake.
Can we talk about that? I don't think her dialogue is that great, but she nails it. Like she makes it work.
I enjoy how she kind of has a Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone kind of house to yourself party in this whole episode.
At one point, doesn't Henry show up at one point? I think. Am I mixing wires there?
He introduced her to the house and basically says, "Hey, I got to go do some sketchy, creepy shit, and you need to stay here and don't leave the house." Which also, by the way, like, I get it, they're kids. Stranger danger. I know it didn't really exist in the 80s, but still, just hanging out in some random dude's home. Sketchy as shit. But
I don't know if did they ever explain why she was dressing like Little Red Riding Hood?
There was.
I'm
sure there's like a reason behind it.
Because I feel like there was a reason for it, but I missed it, or a
lot of it was with context they threw in. One with the D&D character that Mike gave her. She kind of dressed up similar to that character. So there was a lot of Alice in Wonderland references.
Oh, like the heroic holly thing.
Yeah.
But I didn't
Yeah.
think she was dressed like
Heroic
Alice in Wonderland.
Holly.
I think she looked like Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah, she
Oh.
was dressing like
We're just going with whatever fairy tale we want to go with. Yeah, just pick a story.
she was dressed up like the character that Mike gave her, the little
Yeah.
necklace.
I think she was Holly the Brave. Yeah. Or
There was
Holly the
also a lot
Heroic.
of hints at Alice in Wonderland that she was kind of dressing up a little bit like Alice in Wonderland with like the
Alice in
poofy-
Wonderland sucks, so don't
stop.
do that.
Doesn't Henry at some point? I might be misremembering this. I think Henry at some point says like, "Oh, I can't be late. I have another appointment or something." And I'm like, there's another Alice
and there's a lot of
in
stuff
Wonderland
with his pocket watch, like being the Mad
Yep.
Hatter. Or not
Yeah.
Mad Hatter,
That's like Alice in Wonderland.
Right. Yeah. We're just putting stuff together, Mitchell. We're just threading it.
And
we got our
there's
conspiracy board
obviously
over here.
a lot of references to A Wrinkle in Time as well thrown in there.
God, I want to.
You want to talk about a dog shit movie?
Yeah, I want to forget that movie. So.
Yeah.
Wrinkle in Time.
Well, which
That's
one?
like that's like the negative Hall of Fame.
The newer one. The newer.
The one with fucking Oprah.
The original one wasn't too bad, but I have to say though, the music choice for this scene was really good because it made me think of Ted. I think we're alone now. Whenever I hear that song, I think of Ted, the creepy dude that kidnaps Ted and is dancing.
Creepy dudes dancing gives me Silence of the Lambs vibes. If we're being honest, so like, what are we talking about?
Yes, that is. I could say a loose connection to that. Yes,
yes.
won't say no, but for that specific song, it was.
It's Ted. Okay, it's Ted. Okay, let's talk about it.
Talk about what?
I mean, what is Vecna's goal here? What's the plan, bud? What's the conspiracy? What's the?
Well, we'll open the floor up to you and your theories because Mitchell and I have both seen what plays out.
Right.
So what do you think is the plan or the concept behind this right now? With the
I mean, it's very clear that he's trying to connect Hawkins some way to his upside down version of Hawkins. But the kids being involved is creepy to me. I'm trying to understand why kids need to be involved to connect it. That's where I'm losing it, I guess, is what I'm saying.
I will say a lot of the core purpose of it gets revealed in the next episode.
Okay.
As to why he's going for kids. The purpose
also,
of it's kind of explained in the later episodes.
Also, we're getting very dangerously close, and I know I said this last episode. I've never rooted harder for a town to be struck by natural disaster, but we're getting very close to a lot of people dying at some point in this season, I think. Okay. I mean, that's the only logical conclusion to this show for me. Vecna has to fuck some shit up. That's just the logical end. So I don't know when that happens. I don't know what episode that happens, but
you got 5 episodes after this, or 4.
But just my take.
Yeah,
Vecna's got to fuck some shit up. Not that they're losing me, Tommy, but they're losing me. I don't love these first 3 episodes.
I mean, we've talked about it before. The beginning, volume 1 of this season, I think spent a lot of time setting things up that when you're in the final season of a series, you expect things to move a little bit faster.
Right.
And I think they're still, you're 3 episodes in, you're still building the foundation of what's to come, obviously in volume 2. But I think they wasted too much time.
Could this have been tighter as well?
In a 9 or 10 episode season, in my opinion, and they should have fleshed out some more things a little bit better. But again, we're only in episode 3 right now. But yeah, it's just you have so much time building blocks. Like you didn't need a 15-minute freaking montage of Holly dancing around a house. That could have been spent doing other things. And then we have the scene.
Something.
Yeah,
literally anything.
And then
Maybe that gives away my feelings about this episode, but literally anything else.
but like, it then eventually leads to getting the knock on the door, getting the creepy note with a little map, which spoiler alert, like later in the episode we get the big reveal of it was Max that was the one leaving the note. Max is alive, stuck in the Henry's head. What did you think of that? Because that was obviously a big reveal. Like, hey, Max is still alive. She's not really in a coma.
I can't get mad at it because it's interesting.
Okay.
At least something's going on where I'm like, oh, Max is alive. Max is sending out a signal. Max is trying something new. Yeah, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but it was the first moment in the first 3 episodes where I was like, finally, something is fucking happening.
I had a weird feeling when I watched it. I was like, it's gotta be Max. I was like,
Yeah.
I was
that
like,
wasn't a surprise.
I was like, it was either gonna be Max, or for some weird reason,
Or
it was
11.
Billy or Eddie.
Or Eddie, yeah, that's a good one.
Because like they did the whole like, oh, Eddie's not coming back. Eddie's not coming back. But I was like,
but they do the same thing with Billy too. Like
every movie crew does the same thing where they just tell the actors deny, and then bam, they show up. So like,
right, like you technically could bring them back at any point because it's TV. Like,
so I was hoping it was going to be Eddie because that would have been a really fun reveal, just having Eddie stuck in Vecna's head, not knowing what was going on.
But something finally is happening. Is what I'm kind of getting at. So
yeah, we ended on a cool note of hey, Max is back. But now shifting to the title of the episode, the Turnbow Trap.
Oh, best part of the episode.
Without a doubt. Just the whole bringing Erica into the fold, I thought was phenomenal. I love Erica's attitude. I like how she's fully embraced the nerd, where she gives him shit for interrupting her favorite class, which of course is Mr. Clark. And
excuse me, I'm missing astronomy here.
You have 1 minute. And just the sass. Like, I appreciate nerd Erica fully being embraced in the season. And
can we say that the middle school like petty? Oh, I don't like that girl anymore because like 3 days ago she F with me, and it's like you can't just apologize. She knows what she did. I'm like, what? I'm like, what did she do? I'm like, what happened here?
That's such middle school issues. Like, they know what they did. I'm not apologizing until we forget about this next week, and then it'll be all fine and dandy.
And then they go to Erica and they're like, what if you could like F with her and we have a plan? And she's like, okay, you guys should have started with that. We have a minute. Like, what do we do? Like, yeah.
But I will say though, I don't know if you took notice to what Mr. Clark was teaching in class, because
black holes, right?
Yeah. So one thing that I really appreciate is how they just love throwing little context clues in the background that end up having purpose later on. Like every season, whatever Mr. Clark is teaching ends up being relevant to what's going on that season.
You would think you would just pay more attention to Mr. Clark's class, personally, but
that was the Duffer Brothers' way of saying, hey, pay attention to class, kids. You might actually learn something useful.
Smart.
Might not be now, but it might be later down the road. But we get the whole knock out the family, bring them to it, basically do what they did to Will in season 3 or season 2.
Why does it have to be pie? Like Mitchell, I don't know if you felt this way about it. The Help. It was very much like The Help. It was like, here's some nasty pie. Here's some nasty pie. Suck
you got that shit pie.
Yeah. I don't know if you've never seen Tommy, but it's funny.
He says that he's been watching 2011 movies. You better have seen The Help.
Yeah. Have you seen that scene where she goes,
Tommy was like, I think I'm done with the 2011 movies. And I'm like, I'm looking at his watch list. He's got plenty to go.
I still got lots.
Yeah.
No, I was done and I was taking a break from it. But you got to remember, the Turnbow family is a very Republican family.
That's what makes it funny. I think it's a reference to The Help, personally.
Okay.
I think it's funny.
I think that's why pie was a good choice, because I feel like that's a stereotypical like American
Oh,
family.
that's fair. That's fair.
Like every American family loves to eat pie, especially in the summertime. Like,
Little dessert.
yeah,
My family
I'm
really
not
only has
hating on.
pie at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I'm not hating on pie. I like pie, but
Fuck pie. No, just,
I'm just saying
back.
I immediately thought of the help when I saw it. I was like, wow, she is poisoning him with pie. I'm like, it can't get better than this.
But we eventually get the best line of this episode.
Oh my god, the
You
best
should have
line.
eaten the damn pie.
Then whack.
I was like, holy shit! Like, Erica's just ruthless, and I am here for it
Well, she's doing
every
shit that
fucking
no
day.
one else will do. She's like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Now,
I
granted, they were kidnapping people, but for the
I
good of the
mean,
cause, you know.
it was for the good of the cause, and it was a good concept because, like I said, they were basically doing what they did to Will in season 2, where they basically masked him, brought him to an isolated location where he didn't know, so that way Vecna and the Mind Flayer couldn't see where he was.
Yeah.
So the logic was there because we know he's able to get into Derek's head, so who knows who else's head he's in. But I thought it was pretty entertaining.
Yeah, I mean the logic's there. I will say there's still plot holes with inside. There's still some plot holes for me. There's some nitpicks, but not anything crazy. I'm just, if anyone had a cell phone in this place, we'd. I mean, it's the '80s, so maybe not.
Well,
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's part of the beauty of this
There's-
show is it takes
how
place
many
in a
military
era
people?
where you
Yeah.
don't have that technology to use as a scapegoat for anything.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point. The amount of military though inside this small town in Indiana, it's getting quite large. The presence, and I need that to be explained at some point, like why this is. Again, that's just we'll move on from that because I think
Yeah.
that's a later episode's explanation, and it probably gets even like worse where like multiple military personnel are gonna get slaughtered or something like that. Like something's gonna happen with the military that I'm here for. So
And
So, yeah,
I'm
we'll move
kind of
on.
mad at myself. I completely jumped over the whole Murray doing another supply run for them. and his
okay.
interaction with Dustin again. Finally, someone putting Dustin in his place.
God, finally someone said it.
Like it was something that was needed.
You couldn't give me these batteries.
I don't think he sounded like that.
He
but
sounded like
close
that.
enough.
What a bitch. No, I'm just kidding.
It gets worse.
It
But
does.
Murray's basically
Yeah.
like that fun, crazy uncle.
Wait, it gets worse with Dustin? I just put that together.
Yes.
Oh no. He might be my least favorite character by the end of the
This
show.
is definitely my least favorite Dustin by far.
Yeah.
And Dustin has probably been my favorite character of the whole show so far.
Yeah.
But this has been my least favorite
Oh my
Dustin
God, that's
by
bad.
far.
That's bad.
And I think contributed to a lot of my fatigue with this season. But we'll talk about that more as we get further along.
Yeah. So we get Murray basically doing a whole supply drop for them. We get Nancy.
And Murray just can do this like on a whim.
Well, that's kind of what he was telling to Dustin, like kind of putting in play, like basically saying, "Hey, this wasn't easy to do." He's basically he's a smuggler. That's what he's been doing all season.
Right.
He's
Yeah.
smuggling shit in. So the fact that Dustin's complaining, like, "Hey, you didn't get me what I needed," and he's like, "Hey, I did this all in an afternoon. Got into one of the most secure places in the
You
country."
think this is fucking Christmas?
Yeah. Which you know, I get where he's coming from because like he's putting his life and basically everything on the line just to get them what they need to fight, and I appreciate like the thought he gives into it, how he gets like the water balloons and the grenade style because he's like, I thought this would be kind of on theme with what we're doing, so he's just having kind of a fun time with it.
What flavor was the pie, by the way? I know
don't
they mentioned it's Tina's favorite. Did they ever say?
We're past the pie. We're past the pie.
Okay, I'm just sorry. I'm on it. You know,
I don't think they gave a description of what pie it was.
I just wanted to make fun of her for it being
My-
like not
My
chocolate.
guess
You know.
would be there wasn't much color to it, so I'm gonna guess it was an apple pie,
Okay.
or maybe even a sweet potato pie. Who knows? But let's
Yeah.
go with apple pie. That's
Okay. Apple's fine. American.
I feel like Apple's like that stereotypical American
Yeah,
family pie.
that's fine.
So the final kind of big scene of this episode was the whole battling the Demogorgon, which I really enjoyed because we got to see everybody kind of work together,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of their plan actually went well, surprisingly enough, which is kind of a new for them. Like a lot of times they're kind of just going off of a limb and just hoping things go right. But we clearly see that the past year they've been doing so many operations together that they're kind of working as a unit now, which is nice to see. I thought it was a very good plan. I honestly thought that either Mike or Lucas was going to get injured at some point, especially Lucas being so freaking close to the Demogorgon the whole time. But nobody was injured in the filming of this stunt.
Can we talk about the most useless human being in this show? Why did you bring Linda Hamilton back for this? What did Dr. K do? What did Dr. K accomplish?
Well, seeing as we're only on episode 3, Mitchell,
Yes.
not much.
Yes, but still here. Like I'm not interested. I'm not interested with her. That's
And
my problem with a lot of this series is you bring in I feel like the new characters have worked in a lot of previous seasons. You know, we talked about how much we loved Bob or how much we loved Eddie. And yeah, we liked Derek, but not as much on the level of someone like those. And I
yeah,
feel like we really needed a new villain, kind of like Max's brother. I'm forgetting his name.
Billy.
Yeah, Billy was
How
fantastic.
could you forget the goat? No,
Exactly. And I feel like for the final season, maybe I'm just a victim of my own expectations, and the fact that we just watched Terminator and Terminator 2. I'm like,
yeah,
all right,
she
you're
does
bringing in
crush in
Linda
those movies. She
Hamilton.
crushes.
I'm excited for that, and she just kind of pops in for 3 or 4 minutes each episode, walks around angrily, and then is gone.
yeah.
I honestly did not put together that she was Linda Hamilton because there is no cachet there. There's no energy. She does exactly what you just said, Mitchell. She comes in, walks around for a couple minutes, leaves. I'm like, how big was her
Could've been
paycheck to
anybody.
do that? How big was her paycheck to do that? Like seriously.
And I feel like they could have just kicked her and stuck with Sullivan, because I felt like that was kind of a weird way where you had Sullivan as kind of the military villain of last season, and the way they ended it, we're like, all right, yeah, he's definitely going to be a big role in the next season, and he's barely been in the seasons. Like, I feel like he would have been the natural, logical person to throw in as the big bad in terms of humans in this season, where you didn't really need Dr. K at all, because she's not even a fucking doctor. She's literally just a military.
Can we give her a top 3 and bottom 3 characters so far? Is that okay?
Yeah, I would say
For this season?
Just for this 3 episodes so far, I need a temperature check.
I would
Bottom 3,
say
top 3 consensus.
top 3 for me would be Nancy, Murray, and
For the season?
Well,
for the
for the
first
first 3
Nancy.
episodes.
For
First 3
some reason, I
episodes.
thought you said Joyce.
No, Nancy.
I would say Nancy, Murray, and
Robin.
yeah, I think I have to go Robin. And then
Okay.
bottom 3, I
Bottom.
would go Mr. Wheeler, of course, because he's
That
been
doesn't
absolutely
count.
useless.
No, it counts.
Dustin
Counts.
and
I can't believe Dustin's not bottom 1, but that's fine.
no, Mr. Wheeler always gets bottom.
Dustin, and then my point is Dr. K right now. Like I just hate this.
I don't want to say, God, I don't even want to say. Let's go, Jonathan. Jonathan's
Okay,
a lot.
that's fine. Jonathan is bitching a lot, so you could really put Jonathan in you could put that grouping together. where
Yeah,
they're bitching
and
over
it,
Nancy
and
and
it
stuff.
hurts me to put Dustin anywhere even near, but to even put him in the bottom three because he's always been my favorite character. But I get it's character development. He's been through shit and he's dealing with stuff. But it's like I want
No,
one
that's indefensible.
charismatic Dustin, and we're not getting that, and it's sad.
Nancy Holly Hopper.
Okay,
And then bottom three. Actually, take out Nancy and I'll go Murray.
that's fine.
Bottom three,
Murray's crushing it.
I'll go Jonathan just because he always is there. Believe it or not, I won't have Will in there because, yeah. Jonathan, I'll go Joyce, and then I will go. Whew,
I think the third one's a lot harder than the bottom two. But
Dr. K.
yeah, it's just not great.
Yeah.
It just kind of halts the show when she shows up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how, and Ted Wheeler, he really should be like bottom of it, but he doesn't. I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. But okay. I was just curious because I wanted a temperature check because at this point, maybe we should just ride the fringe characters like Murray. Like, can we just have a Murray episode? Can we just ride the
Honestly,
fringe characters? Like,
this is no spoiler, but I really wish we could have gotten just a 10-minute clip of just Murray
on a run.
on a run, like actually getting this stuff and just seeing him shopping and trying to find
Right.
this shit.
That's better than 15 minutes of Holly dancing around an empty house.
Yeah, that actually, I kind of wish we did get that.
Just is. if the Duffer Brothers need me to show up and read some scripts, do some touch ups, let me know. I'm here.
Now the final part of this episode, where again we kind of talked about Dr. K and the whole little battle with her and Hopper and all that kind of shit. It was kind of an underwhelming scene, but they leave off with Hopper and Elle basically coming to the conclusion that the military has Vecna.
Which
So,
wild conspiracy, by the way.
wild conspiracy. What are your thoughts on this, Brandon? Because obviously we know it plays out, but do you think they have him? Do they not have him?
There's no way they have him.
And if that's
no
the case,
chance. No chance.
who or what is behind that door?
See, this is where I'm like
Well,
lost.
generally
A bit.
specific.
I just don't know. I don't think it's Vecna, but I think it could be a weapon to fight Vecna. If that makes sense. I don't know.
Vecno.
Yeah, Vecno. Well, yeah. Well, how very Spanish of you.
So no thoughts as to who's behind the.
I mean,
one.
yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to wait till next. I don't want to speculate it. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know.
Well,
I also watched this movie. I also watched this episode like 4 weeks ago or 3.5 weeks ago. So
that's fair.
I'm waiting for episode 4. If I'm being honest, I've heard things. I've heard things that episode 4 is like when it picks up, and
yeah, episode
I've
4
been
is
waiting.
probably the best of volume 1, and honestly, I almost want to say one of the best in the season.
Yeah,
but yeah. So with that's kind of wraps up this episode. So let's go ahead and grade it. Brandon, if you want to kick us off,
guys, is this gonna be harsh? Just 6.1.
Ooh. Wow.
I didn't like the episode.
That's
much lower.
I
than mine.
I like the pie. The pie was good. Good stuff.
Okay.
Everything else could do with that.
This was I want to go an 8.6 for me.
That's fine. I think that's too high, but it's fine.
I'm always a generous grader. You know that.
I know that. Can't wait for Mitchell to be like 7. So we're just like splitting.
Sorry, Tommy. What was your grade?
8.6, which seems crazy.
Okay. Do you guys want to take a guess as to where I'm gonna?
It's got to be like 7.4. You're like splitting the gap here.
I'm gonna say 7.73, only because he gave slight compliments to Will, which never happens.
Yeah, no, he kind of liked Will. And
You
don't get me wrong,
are
I don't
so,
dislike Will.
So
Did you go all
close.
7? Was it 777?
771
Man, am I really a hater?
was my grade.
No,
Yeah,
I'm just
you
very
hate this
good at
shit.
knowing officials grading these things.
Like, what's the
Ooh, that
lowest
was-
grade y'all ever gave him for like an episode? Like, that's where I didn't want to be like, this is a 5. Like, you know, I don't think it's that.
I'm pretty sure I gave. Let's see. Let me enter. Oh, you're entering mine.
No,
The lowest one I've ever given is a 4.12.
oh yeah, that was
That
yeah.
is
But that was that
What
episode.
episode was that?
That's the
That
Cali
was-
episode from.
That was an episode that I wonder if it'll ever come back up. 4.12 is as low as we have gone. Tommy's gotten one of my predictions correct. Connor's gotten 2. So
I was
Tommy,
in the
you're still
ballpark.
you're
I
still
always
one
get
away.
close. I always get close.
Yep. All right. Well, that wraps up season
I feel like
3.
a hater.
Season 3. Season
Episode
5,
3.
episode 3. We've got season 5, episode 4, the final episode of chapter volume 1. Sorry,
Volume one.
it's hard to keep up with all these how we're splitting this stuff up, but some stuff goes down in the next episode. Looking forward to talking about it. Goodbye.